Listen, this is just a dream, but very clever people can hear dreams.
They didn't even care that I was a vampire. What they did object to, however, the fact that I fell in love and eventually married the most beautiful, simple girl. A girl with no surname, no social standing. They actually called her a peasant girl. A girl from a tiny village on a dirt island in the Mediterranean. That girl is the most beautiful girl I have ever known. That girl's name, yes, my darling, it's your name, Nadia.
I spent so long in the darkness, I'd almost forgotten how beautiful the moonlight is.
Okay, thank you so much for your question. I've struggled with this as well. I have ADHD, and sometimes my brain will flip-flop between different things happening here in this reality. Like, I'll be thinking about what happened today, or what I need to do tomorrow, or, hey, oh my god, I can feel my bed. Oh wait, I think my hair is touching me. Like, sometimes letting go of everything around me, from especially an ADHD perspective, is really hard. But I think even away from that, it's hard too, because this is the only reality we have ever lived in, you know, that we're aware of so far. And it's really hard to detach from that. So first of all, I would like to say it's completely valid that you're having troubles with this. The way that I've tried to do it, even though I do still admittedly struggle with this, I like to almost use my ADHD as a tool. And for anyone who's watching this that doesn't actually have ADHD, you can kind of use your imagination as a tool in the same way. I like to use my ADHD as a tool of like kind of flicking it in a different direction and causing it to think about something to do with my DR. If I'm having trouble detaching because all I can think about is stuff in this reality, I try to force my ADHD to like jump the line to think about that reality's version of whatever this is. You know what I mean? If I can't stop thinking about my day today here and I'm trying to shift tonight, then I kind of flick it over and I'm like, no, what did I do today in my DR? Who did I talk to? What time did I get up? What did I wear? And I let myself kind of like brood on it for a while, think about it, imagine what happened. And if I start to veer back over and I'm like, oh my God, you know, my sister's coming over tomorrow, I have to do this, that, and the other thing tomorrow. It's nope, I kick it over. What do I have to do in my DR tomorrow? Am I going to work? Am I seeing friends? Am I seeing my partner? Like, almost football kick it. If you can visualize, do that. Football kick it over an imaginary line of like, nope, what's the opposite? Sometimes letting my mind wander with my ADHD is the best way to detach, because I'm still letting myself think about a similar thing and I'm letting my mind kind of like swirl around it, but it's not this reality's version of it. And it kind of forces my mind to think about my DR if I'm like paralleling whatever it is I can't stop thinking about here, but doing it there. So it's like productive hyperfixating, if that makes sense. Other people that could be different, but to me that's just kind of a trick that I've come up with for my ADHD personally.
You must bounce on it. Crazy style.
to talk about my new DR. Hopefully that's okay. I'm so excited. So anyone who wants to hear about this DR from now on in like playlists and in like captions and things, this DR is going to be referred to as my Salem DR, but technically it's an AU version of an Agatha All Along DR. I only just now, a couple of weeks ago, finally watched Agatha All Along. I cannot believe it took me so long, but I have loved Agatha Harkness ever since WandaVision, but I became even more violently obsessed with her during her show. And I knew I had to shift for her. Listen, I'm a problem. I'm in therapy. It's okay. But there were a few things that I knew I did not want for this DR. First of all, I obviously didn't want her to anybody or have anybody in the past. And I didn't want it to actually be set during the show. And I kind of eventually realized I didn't want it set in the MCU at all because I have an MCU DR and I didn't really want to vibe even in a variation of the same universe because I am very attached to my MCU DR. So I decided I would put it into a whole different world. It's a world without magic. Everybody's human, but everybody involved is still a witch because everybody is a practicing witch / pagan. So let's get to the backstory. My DR is set in middle of August of 2024, so it's about a month before I turned 29 years old. Last year was a rough year for me, so I decided I wanted a redo of the fall, which I thought would be super fun, considering my DR is set in Salem. I wanted to bring some of the characters from Agatha All Along into this universe besides just Agatha, so I have the iconic, the amazingly kooky wispy Lilia Calderoo as my mother, who raised me as a single mom because she hooked up with a random witch guy at a Yule festival and then never heard from him again. So she has no idea who my dad actually is, which was super fun. And then because God forbid I shift without Carly, I have scripted Carly as being my childhood best friend who lives next door, and our moms are best friends. And I told her she could have anybody she wanted scripted in as her mom, and she picked Polly Gray from Peaky Blinders. So Polly Gray from Peaky Blinders is my mom Lilia's best friend who moved from Birmingham to Salem after a really bad split with her ex, and she didn't find out that she was pregnant until after she moved to Salem. Our moms became best friends when I was a toddler and she was pregnant with Carly, and we ended up getting raised super close because we were together all the time. And then Lilia, who owns a like fortune teller shop where she reads tarot, crystal balls, tea leaves, palms, everything like that, ended up hiring Polly on, and they have been working together and living side by side and being best friends for more than 20 years. Eventually, after we both moved out of our mother's houses, we ended up buying houses that were side by side, and we have been living side by side for, I'd say, about 7 or 8 years now, which is super fun. Other people from Agatha All Along that are in my DR are Billy, Alice, and Jen. All 3 of them are friends of mine and Carly's, and we are all in the same coven that my mom is kind of the leader of. I met Jen and Alice through different solstice activities around town, and I met Billy at a Pride event. Billy is aged up in my DR, so instead of being in his teens, he is in his early 20s. They are all my friends and Carly's friends, and then they all kind of got like inducted into our coven along with Carly's mom and Polly and Lilia's best friend, Killian Murphy. Carly seems incapable of shifting for anybody but Killian Murphy, and I thought that it would be super funny if I gave her a Killian Murphy love interest. So Killian Murphy is a normal guy who is not an actor and is not famous, and he is also a practicing pagan that is part of our coven, which is super fun. And he actually owns and runs a cafe / bookstore that's not far from where Carly and I work called Midwinter, which is a play off of Peaky Blinders, haha. And they're gonna have like a romance when she ends up going and working for him, which is gonna give her like a mom's best friend / older man / boss trope. So that's gonna be fun. And then on my end, instead of mom's best friend, I wanted to go for mom's enemy. None of us should be surprised that I am super dramatic, but it's gonna be so fun. Agatha owns a metaphysical shop in Salem called The Witch's Road. And I end up going there one day with Carly, and we see a help wanted sign, and she ends up going outside after making her order of like crystals or whatever the hell she buys from the store. And then I say something to the owner, beautiful Agatha Harkness, about the help wanted sign. I end up getting a job there, but she doesn't recognize my last name or know who my mom is. And it turns out that their feud goes all the way back to when they were in high school. And my mom hates her because she thinks that Agatha slept with her boyfriend, because she has no idea that Agatha is a lesbian, and she was in the closet when they were in high school for safety purposes. But because she's gone out of her way to avoid her ever since they graduated high school, she doesn't know she is still living in Salem, and she doesn't know she's gay. So when she finds out that I work at Agatha's shop, she goes fucking ballistic, as she should. But I really like my job, and I really need the money, and I have a really hot boss, so I tell her she's just gonna have to get over it. But she's like, okay, well, as long as you like never bring that woman around, do not befriend that woman, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, Mom, I'm just gonna work for her. It's fine. And then it's not fine. I end up like falling in love with her, because how can I not? Because she's sassy and sarcastic, and she's hot. She's hot. And at the same time that this is happening, Carly is also falling for our mom's friend who she works for. So at the same time, we are both having age gap romances with our bosses, except hers is friends with our moms and mine is hated by my mom. And we just couldn't be more dramatic if we fucking tried, really. I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about it. I've always wanted like a really witchy DR, which is funny because I literally have a Hogwarts DR where I am a witch, but like Hogwarts witchcraft is very different than like witchy witchcraft and like pagan-y witchcraft. While that is a lot of like spells and wand waving and broom riding and things like that, this is a lot of like spell jars and crystals and solstices and covens and things. Like this is a lot more like the witchcraft we're more familiar with. There's completely no MCU type magic. Everybody is of a normal human age. No one is a kind of person. And Agatha's not evil or a gray moral type of person like she is, whichever you want to categorize her as. She is just kind of an asshole. She's just kind of an asshole who's really sassy and sarcastic and snarky and bitchy and gay. And this DR is going to be very dramatic. I have a flair for the dramatics anyway. I've kind of told myself that with age, I kind of have to accept the fact that I'm a bit of a drama queen. But this DR really shows it, because I couldn't just go in and have a thing with my boss who's older. I also had to have it be someone my mom hates. So it's just a lot of secret bundled in together. So I'm really excited about it because it's gonna be so fun and dramatic and weird and witchy, and I have a lot of friends, and there's a lot of like queer rep in my DR, and you know, I get to deal with the bullshit that is me and Carly going through secret affairs at the same time, which is so fun. And I get to have like a hippie witchy kooky mom, and like it's I just feel like it's going to be really fun, and I'm really excited about it. I'm very, very hyped for it. Yeah, so if you ever see any videos labeled my Salem DR, it is my like AU no magic, not MCU DR version of an Agatha All Along DR. And I'm very, very excited about it.
After everything you've done, how will you sleep at night? Next to my wife.
Diva is a female version of a hustler, of a hustler.
Encore plus près de tes adversaires.
Mais ma meilleure ennemie, c'est toi. Fuis-moi. Le pire, c'est toi et moi.
Mais si tu cherches encore à voir.
Dum dum da 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 da. Dum dum da da da. Down 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 down.
Since I was a kid, I've been a G. If I was you, I would cut up my wrist. Exotic all over her body. The angels.
My bones will bleach, my flesh will flee. So held my light, blood frame to be. God knows I'ma tell you that I'll be down. And God knows it's the only way to be down. Immortal she, return to me.
Talk about last night's shifting attempt. Last night I was attempting to do the method that I did when I opened my eyes in another reality in December, which was basically just me affirming to myself over and over again that I was safe in this reality and the reality that I was trying to go to / whatever reality I ended up in, and then telling myself that I would shift whether I was awake or asleep at any moment, and then telling myself I've done it before, I'll do it again. I was really surprised that I shifted with this method because it was so simple, but hey, don't knock it until you try it. I ended up falling asleep pretty soon into all of that, and I know I had dreams, but I don't remember what they were. But I know that I had dreams. And then I woke up around 7 something in the morning because I had to go to the bathroom. And I was like, okay, well, I'll do like a wake back to sleep thing. And I came back in here and tried to do the same method over again, where I was affirming that I was safe wherever I was going and here and blah, 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 and continued all of my meditation all over again. I don't know exactly when in all of that I fell asleep, but I did. And again, I know I had dreams, but I just don't remember what they were. I woke up at about 10 something so that I could go to physical therapy, but my mom wasn't feeling good, so I ended up canceling my physical therapy appointment and I went right back to sleep. But before going back to sleep, I tried the same thing that I had tried twice, saying the same affirmations with the same intention of waking up in my Salem DR. And again, I know I had dreams, but I don't remember what they were. Woke up a little while later in this reality. Nothing really happened. I'm thinking that with my next shifting attempt, I need to try something different, because starting to wonder if the opening my eyes in another reality with this was a one-off, and if maybe I need to try something different.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Every night I lay awake, I ask myself the same damn
fighting or flirting with me. He had a knife to your throat. That didn't answer my question.
The problem is Elmo wants to go home, but Elmo can't because he has another 40 minutes. Elmo's gonna
Chicago, I feel it. Another version of me. I was in it. Oh, I waved goodbye to the end of beginning.
Toss your dirty shoes in my washing machine. Heart, baby, bang it up inside. I'm not wearing my usual lipstick. I thought maybe we would kiss tonight. Baby, will you kiss me already? And toss your dirty shoes in my washing machine. Heart, baby, bang it up inside.
She got away. She's got away. She's got
Can't believe you're getting so worked up about some guy.
This one is different. He's honest and he's sweet.
Please.
He would never do anything to hurt me.
He's a guy.
Besides,
See? Other shifters don't even know. Other shifters don't even know. Do you know how fucking humiliating and miserable it is to have a DR based on a show your best friend has never seen? And then when you show them an edit of the character you've scripted as your mother because you love her character and you think she's amazing, your stupid ass best friend goes, "Hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but your mom's kinda hot." Fucking take that back immediately.
Have fun in the meantime.
Come and take a walk on the wild side. Let me kiss you hard in the pouring rain. You like your girls insane. So choose your last words. This is the last time. 'Cause you and I, we were born to die.
Come to me, powers of darkness, powers of whoreness and slutness. Behaviors that only you can imagine because you're a whore.
My father is the worst man alive, and I'm his favorite daughter.
Take him! You heard him! The boy! As promised.
I thought you would. What can I say? I'm a covenless witch.
perfect.
I love you without knowing how, or when, or from where. I love you straightforwardly, without complexities or pride. I love you because I know no other way than this. So close that your hand on my chest is my hand. So close that when you close your eyes, you fall asleep. You've never looked at a woman and been totally vulnerable. Known someone that could level you with her eyes. Feeling like God put an angel on earth just for you. You don't know about real loss.
You're a fucking coward. You're a fucking coward, and I would have never done this to you. I would have never done this to you.
You look like a girl.
Am I a pretty girl?
Oh, well, you're beautiful.
I don't give a fuck. Just kill him. You have to. I am not asking.
Aren't you just obsessed? And here I am, not even trying.
We are not going to talk about the fact that I look really stupid with this beanie on like this, but I dyed my hair yesterday and I don't feel like doing the reveal until I decide how I feel about the hair, so we're just going to ignore it and we're going to move on to talking about the Batshit Crazy podcast. My bestie Carly and I have been edging you guys for several days about an announcement coming out on March 30th, and it is indeed the Batshit Crazy podcast. We don't know what's going to happen with TikTok in the next few days or even beyond that, and we really didn't want to lose the idea of community that we have here on Shifttok, so we decided the best thing that we could do was create a podcast together. We are constantly yapping all day long about shifting, so we thought, why not share the yapping with you guys? We are going to cover a range of topics about shifting, including story times, our current DRs we've gotten rid of, future DRs, methods, the science side of shifting, the spiritual side of shifting, everything that you could want to hear from two stupid people who can't stop making themselves laugh. There is currently a teaser trailer up on the new channel that we created just for the podcast, and you can find the in my schmio. We have absolutely no idea what is going to happen to this podcast or TikTok or anything, but we feel like it's going to be a lot of fun and it's going to be chaotic. So we really hope that you join us because the journey is going to be batshit crazy.